Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Maddie and I am here to share some of my confidence tips with you. Alright, I haven't posted on this channel in quite some time, but I'm feeling pretty creative and I just want to get back into things. So let me know down below if you're new here or if you've followed me previously. Maybe you came from TikTok, wherever you found me. So if you do follow me on socials, you would know that I am all about confidence and self-love. I love spreading my message of confidence to other people, and I just love really helping other women and men feel really good about themselves. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I posted on my Instagram story asking if anyone had any specific questions for me, but I'm also just going to share some tips and tricks of my own. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to start out by sharing what confidence is to me. Sorry if you can hear some sirens and stuff outside my window. I do live in New York City. There's always going to be a lot of noise outside. We're coping, we're dealing. Okay, anyway. So I just wanted to start off by talking about what confidence is to me, because I think it can vary from person to person. Maybe to some people, confidence is success in their career or feeling good about their body. For me, confidence really is all about attitude and how I feel about myself. It's really a super personal thing for me, is confidence. And I think a lot of people can relate when I say that confidence really is a personal journey. And it's how I carry myself. Confidence is feeling good about yourself. It's feeling proud of yourself. It's honestly the ability to put yourself out there because you believe in yourself enough. So that's just a little bit about what I personally view confidence as in my own life, and what I like to tell other people as well. So one of the questions that people ask is, how do I boost my confidence? If you're feeling low one day, maybe you're having a rough week. I know especially during this quarantine, I've been struggling a lot with my self-confidence and just feeling good because, in this time, we're all on lockdown. It can be really hard. Because for me personally, a lot of my confidence comes from let me get ready and go do something and go feel accomplished. And, maybe even if I'm going to school, I'm going to work, those kind of things help me to feel confident. So when we don't have those things, what do we do instead? So I wanted to kind of just mention that self-love is a journey, okay? Confidence is a journey. Boosting your confidence, it's not gonna happen overnight. Yeah, you can boost your confidence daily, but that whole confidence journey is going to take some time. It honestly took me months to really just build up once I started working on my confidence to where I am now. I mean, it's actually been years since I've started my confidence journey, and I'm just really thankful that I started when I did. I started at about 18 years old when I really faced the fact that I have no confidence. What do I do? How do I grow into myself? And now I'm 22 and I have, a confidence that lasts me a lifetime. So yeah. So things that I like to do when I want to boost my confidence, if I'm feeling low, it definitely depends on the day, but it's always about pushing myself and getting out of my comfort zone. Typically when I'm feeling bad about myself, it's because I haven't done something that I deem productive that day, right? I don't have anything to feel good about. So, and that can be as simple as going on a really long walk. I love that I live in New York City. I love walking around the city and honestly just going outside and embracing where I live, embracing my, my environment, everything like that. It makes me feel better about myself because I'm surrounded just by beautiful things and breathing in the beautiful air. So always just do something to get yourself a little bit, just push yourself a little bit. That can really boost your confidence. And whether that's going for a walk outside to, kind of collect your thoughts, whether that's, taking a cute photo of yourself and posting it on Instagram that you might not have done before. That is a huge step to boosting your confidence, is sharing with the world that you do feel confident, I also think that boosting your confidence really just comes from a mindset shift. Once you shift from, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling like myself today, I'm a failure, I have no confidence. Once you stop getting in that mindset and you start with, you know what, today's kind of a rough day, but I know it's not permanent. I know it's not my whole life. This is just one day out of 365 days a year that I might not feel confident. So really kind of just trying to put it in perspective and having that mindset that confidence is just a part of your life and not just something you have or you don't have. So another question that I received is, how can people start posting photos on Instagram if they're a little bit afraid that their family and friends are going to see it and judge them? And I thought this was a really interesting question because For me, fortunately, my family is very supportive of me posting on social media. They're very supportive of what I do online. And I'm really thankful for that because they're, some of my biggest supporters. But, I've also had my fair share of negative people online and people, judging me or feeling some type of way. And that's, it's expected. I'm putting myself out there. If somebody wants to judge me, that's their prerogative. But, for me, I always try to remind myself that judgment comes from a place of insecurity. And if people are judging you for whatever reason, it's coming from their own insecurities deep down. And honestly, that's kind of helped me just understand that those people who are judging me are not worth my attention or my time, because I feel sorry for them. I do. I like people who judge me. It's like, okay, you have too much time on your hands then, because you can either, see my photos and like them and, encourage me, or you can move along with your life. Like, you don't have to say anything judgmental. And not that I get a ton of hate, but there of course are those moments. So I would really just try to focus on the fact that like people who are judging you are super insecure in their own self, and you have you are secure in yourself. You believe in yourself enough to put yourself out there. So kind of just trying to remind yourself of that. And also just communicate. If your friends and families are judging you, try to tell them, look, this is my dream. This is what I'm working towards. Or this is just a fun hobby that I like to do and I want you to support me. Really vocalizing your needs is actually a real sign of self-love and self-growth, because you are not afraid to communicate to the world and to the friends around you what you know you need for yourself. So definitely just try to focus on you. Block the haters. I know that's like such a 2010 thing to say. Just don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the judgment. If people are judging you, they got way too much time on their hands. So I say just go for it. Have fun with it too. Honestly, I love taking photos. For me, taking fashion pictures is just a fun hobby that I do that I'm super happy people enjoy on Instagram. So I hope that helps. So another question that I received was kind of regarding, how do you feel when you lose weight but then you gain it back? Like, how do you feel about that? And trust me, I can make a whole entire video about losing weight, gaining weight, everything like that. And so I'll share about one of my most recent experiences. Actually, this time last year, I had just started, or had been doing for about a month or two, the keto diet. And actually, I really enjoyed the keto diet. I know there are so many there's so many opinions online about the keto diet, and I am in no way a dietitian. I am in no way endorsing anyone do a specific diet. I'm just sharing that I did the keto diet I did it for about 4 months, like really consistently. And I lost 30 pounds. Like, I was feeling awesome. I looked great. It was the lowest weight I had been in a really long time. And honestly, that's because in college, I gained 40 pounds. I gained 40 pounds in college. So, in last May, when I was coming up to graduate college, I kind of was like, all right, I got to do something about this. I loved my body then and I love my body now, but it was more of like a health thing at that point. I just felt like really sluggish. I had no energy and I just wanted to change. And like, I totally support people wanting to lose weight for those reasons, What I don't want to ever encourage is people losing weight to look a certain way, because if you're losing weight, if your goal for weight loss is to look a certain way, it's going to be a really painful process for you. Your goals have to be healthier, to feel better, to just like mentally be better, way rather than physical. So anyway, yeah, so I ended up losing 30 pounds, and my lowest weight, I was 190 pounds, which I know to many people doesn't sound like a low weight, but for me, who had been, 220 for the last 3 years of college, like that was huge for me. I felt awesome. And I still feel awesome. Like, I'm not that weight anymore. I've definitely gained about 10 pounds since then. But that kind of just goes back to my point of, you're gonna gain weight back. I stopped doing keto. I started eating carbs again because I love carbs, and I gained some weight back. But you know what? It's completely normal, okay? Just think that, losing and gaining weight is normal. However, the yo-yo dieting can actually really kind of manifest itself into an eating disorder. So if you find yourself yo-yo dieting, and by that I mean, super strict dieting in an effort to lose weight and then just completely binging and falling off, if that's the cycle you're in right now, really be real with yourself and say, like, why am I doing this to myself? Why don't I just try to adapt a healthy way of eating rather than killing myself over trying to lose 20 pounds? Like, are those 20 pounds really gonna affect your life that much? I don't know. So I maintained my keto weight loss till about September of 2019. And that's when I moved, around that time is when I moved to New York City. And as many of you know, New York City has some amazing food. And I indulged, I wanted to eat the new foods. I was walking a ton, just being in the city, you exercise a lot. So, at one point it really was a balance, but it just kind of got to the point where I was, eating whatever I want to eat. So I gained weight, and that's totally normal. Do I regret it? Not at all, okay? I had some great food along the way. But I do think that, now that I've lived in the city for a while and I'm more used to just, everything around me, I just try to eat in a way that makes me feel good, I don't try to follow any diet. Yes, I would say I'm like carb conscious, just because, for backstory, I do have PCOS, so a low carb diet is honestly recommended. That's what my doctor has told me before, but that's just me. That's just one person, you could be totally different. So I do try to be carb conscious, but also, like, I love pizza, I love chips, I have those things in moderation, and I find nothing wrong with that. Am I 10 pounds heavier than when I was strict keto? Yeah. Do I still love my body and everything for it? I do, okay? Like, I know maybe people are judging me for saying this, but I love myself. 10 pounds lighter or 10 pounds heavier, it really doesn't make a difference to me. The only thing I will say though is I miss, while I was doing keto, I was also working out like every single day, just because it was summertime, I had nothing else to do, I might as well work out every day, and I really did enjoy what my body looked like toned. So, you know what, maybe that's my goal for the rest of the year, is to really just get back into exercise in a way that, can help me feel better about my body. I always try to encourage people to be active. I try to be active at least 30 minutes every day. Typically for me, that's going for a walk, not really necessarily weight training or heavy cardio or anything like that. I just try to go for a nice walk, and usually that just helps me feel better, and being active just overall helps your health in general. Honestly, just to wrap up that answer, because I know that one was kind of long-winded, weight is just a number. The number on the scale is only a number, okay? Like, honestly, I have been so many different weights throughout my entire life, and they never are a reflection of my true confidence, Whether it's pant size, whether it's numbers on the scale, it is just a number. It is not how you feel about you inside, and that is so much more. What you see when you look in the mirror and how you feel about yourself and how you talk to yourself is so much more than weight. So yeah, maybe you gained some weight back, but you know what? Think about all the memories you made while you were gaining that weight. Okay, I'm sure you were eating pizza with your best friend on a Friday night. Would you really want to, give that all up just to be 10 pounds lighter? Life's a balance, so think about it. So those were the questions that I received, but I did just want to kind of continue touching on how to embrace your body as a curvy girl. Really as anybody, but of course I am a curvy girl, so I want to speak on my own experience. I'm a size 14, 16, and honestly, I love my size. I love my shape. I couldn't see myself as anything else. Maybe I could, be a true 14 if you really want to get technical, but I honestly love the shape of my body that I am at this size. And that's what I mean when I say that size is just a number, because you know what? I've worn size 18 jeans, I've worn size 12 jeans, and yet those are just numbers, I fit into what I fit into, and I try to only focus on how I feel rather than the labels and the tags and whatever that number is. To me, embracing your body means that you're okay with your imperfections. Like, for me, I have nowhere near a flat stomach, okay? I have cellulite, I have big thighs, I have arm fat, and it's like, okay, I love that. That's me. If I'm embracing myself, I have to love all of me, and you have to love all of you. And life will be so much better when you do just embrace your body, okay? I spent my whole, childhood wishing I had a flat stomach and smaller thighs, and I would pray at night that I would just wake up looking different. And I find that so sad to think about, I wish as a kid I was just embracing who I was rather than being so, scared of the way that I look, Now that I'm older, I really just try to embrace those imperfections as something that I like. Like now I actually kind of think, having stomach rolls is cute. Whereas when I was younger, I was so like ashamed that I had stomach rolls as a child. But now I'm like, you know what? They're kind of soft, they're kind of cute, they're kind of fun to hold on to. So I don't know. It's just like, I know that might sound weird, but honestly, like everybody has stomach fat unless you're just naturally super thin and super skinny, which like totally great for you. I want you to embrace that body as well. But if you're like me and you're curvy, you're gonna have, a little squish on the tum. And I think it's cute, I really do. So I really just want other people to embrace that about themselves as well. And once you start embracing those things that make you insecure, you're honestly unstoppable because nobody can tell you anything. Somebody tries to insult me, they're like, oh, you have stomach fat. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, obviously, I look in the mirror every day. So yeah, I just think that try to embrace those things. When you point it out in the mirror, try to think of them as cute and positive rather than, why is that there or anything like that. And a huge, huge part of that, which is the next thing I want to touch on, is positive self-talk, okay? So many people fall into the trap of speaking negatively about themselves. And if you are insulting yourself, how on earth could you imagine, anyone else bringing you love? How could anyone else love you if you're not even loving on yourself? So I really just want to encourage you to only speak positively about your body, okay? When you look in the mirror, try to restrain from saying anything negative. Try to restrain from those thoughts of like, oh, I wish this looked a certain way. Oh, I wish I didn't have this. Try to only ever speak positively about your body. And that will honestly just open up so many opportunities for you to continue to love yourself, because once you start speaking like you love yourself, you will believe it inside. So I don't want this to be too long of a video, so I'm gonna end with a couple tips and tricks that I have learned along the way to help you to grow your body confidence. So tip number 1 is to unfollow anyone on social media who does not make you feel good about yourself. And even if this is your friends, even if you know these people, unfollow anyone who makes you feel insecure. Your social media is yours, okay? It is your platform. It is completely unique to you, and you are allowed to view whoever you want. So if you're following someone who every time they pop up in your feed, you compare yourself to them, you wish you had their body, unfollow, okay? Unfollow. You do not want them on your feed because you want to only be seeing things that inspire you and things that make you feel good about you. Tip number 2 is to try out new clothing that you might not have tried before, that you might have been scared to try because of your lack of confidence. Okay, go to the store, you don't have to buy anything. Go to the store and try on clothes that you're scared to try on. And you just might be surprised. We'll go to the store, after quarantine's over. But you just might be surprised what you actually like on yourself. You'll never know how you view your body if you don't give it a try. So and also that's fun, go to the store, go shopping, treat yourself, okay? Pushing yourself out of your comfort zone like that when it comes to style really helps you embrace who you are and express yourself. And that's a really great way to show your confidence. My third tip is to be open and honest, okay? With the people in your life, communicate with them that you're having some confidence issues. Tell them how you're feeling, lean on your support because your support is really gonna be that backbone to your success. People who support you can actually help you grow your confidence. They can tell you what they love about you. They can give you compliments, and then you can start internalizing those things and really feeling them for yourself. If you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, message one of your favorite influencers, message me, message anybody online that you are inspired by. They probably will respond at some point, or they will post something, general to their page about how you can grow in confidence. But really being open with your support and communicating with people that you are on this journey, one, it helps you put yourself out of your comfort zone and really just, grow your confidence, but it also gives you that support to lean back on when you are maybe not feeling so confident, and you can talk to those people and they can make you feel better. Yeah, so those are some of my tips and tricks on how to grow your confidence, how I feel about confidence and body image. I know this was kind of, a rambly video, talky video, and this is my first video back to YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I have a lot more ideas coming, and I really want to just continue posting on here. Please let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this. Let me know what you want to see me talk about next. Follow me on all my socials. I'm at Maddie Touma on Instagram and at chatty on TikTok. Would love to see you there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.